What's up, TCC squad? It's your boy, the commish. Yeah, I'm saying, coming at you with a little off-season's commissioner corner. As you guys are aware, we need our 12th. We need our 12th bad, and we got to get on it sooner than later because obviously a lot of stuff that's going to be happening with this 12th. Man, we could go get through all of this, and they decide that don't even want that squad. You know what I mean? So, without further ado, I suppose we should jump right into it. Some of you guys know, some don't, but I sent about 5 texts out to different folks who I thought would be relatively decent for the league, knowledgeable of football, knows most of the fellas in the league. The bar wasn't super high just because, it's kind of I want everybody to know everybody in the league at the end of the day. If you have a couple, 1 or 2 off guys that don't know, they'll get to know them. But, at least half the league should know the person coming in. So, yeah, that was kind of the tough part on finding somebody. But anyway, I found 5 suitable folks, and one didn't want in. Or said no, because I put up front this league's gonna be a commitment. It's not like a regular fantasy league. We try to do the most. So that I think intimidated some folks. Two were like, eh. One was like, eh, too much commitment. And one was just like, not interested. Another one said maybe, but they said they would be in, but they're like, I'm not doing the litmus test, which I will get to in a second. And then the last 2 did the litmus test, and honestly, these 2 guys are great. If we had 12, I would absolutely up it to 14. That's how good I think both of these guys would be for the league. So heading on, I made the guys do a 60 to 120-second video, and I'm going to show you that. So here is contestant 1.
Good evening to the TCC Fantasy Football League. I want to introduce myself. My name is Carson. I currently live in Middleburg. I'm married to Olivia Ham, a graduate of Middleburg, and I'm cousin-in-law with Brody Smith. First of all, I'd like to say that I am honored and privileged to even be considered for this fine fantasy football league. It's something I've been dreaming of since I was a very young boy. Although I've only been playing fantasy football for about 3 years, my first league was a work league. I'm currently still involved with that. We just got done with our 3rd season. 2 years ago, I started my own fantasy football league as a commissioner, 10-man league. Brody Smith is also in that league. And I would say that's a very thriving football league. And I've enacted bonuses, weekly bonuses, and try to get everyone involved. And last year I started a 3rd fantasy football league as a commissioner again of just a bunch of random people that I've known throughout life that are football fans. So as a active commissioner and active member of another fantasy football league, I can understand what a football league needs to thrive, and that's active members and communication, the most important part. I also believe that I can bring some diversity to the table. I'm a diehard Packers fan, and I know a lot of people in your league are currently Bills fans, some Giants fans. From what I've heard, not a whole lot of Packers fans. So I've been a Green Bay fan since I was about 8 to 10 years old range, so for a very long time. So like I said, I am honored to be considered for this league. To be in it would be an honor. And I look forward to hearing from you guys and hope I can join. Thanks.
Without further ado, contestant 2.
All right, pick 2 here. Bijan's off the board. Man, it's a pretty easy pick, man. 2,000 rushing yards, RB1 last season, Super Bowl champ.
I've only got one dart.
Saquon Barkley.
And I missed.
What the fuck, y'all? God damn!
Yeah, it's kind of hard to make it to the chip when you whiff the second overall pick. And then Tucker Kraft blows out his ACL. Yeah, man, hard to come back from that. I mean, it's pretty much fucking... Yep. But, hey, still made it to the playoffs and beat out old Kamish there. Sorry, Thor. And you know what? Outside of Saquon and Kraft, who I thought would have been tight end 1 without the injury, I still drafted Josh Allen, QB1, and JSN, the wide receiver 1. It's because I do my research, man. I go hard. And I stay hard the whole season, bro.
What? Bro, what are you talking about?
So, if y'all want the smoke, I'm right here. Until I see y'all again. Peace.
So there you have it. Those were the 2 contestants that I think would be the best for the league. Obviously, like most other big decisions, we will hold it to a vote. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I wanted to do some squirrely shit, and I wanted, like, my vote to be, like, worth 2 points because I have to deal with them. And then everybody else gets, like, 1 point, but that just brings it to an even number, so it's kind of fucking pointless. So we're just going to keep it simple and just 1 vote. Everybody gets 1 vote. It's going to come to an odd number anyway. May the best man win. What I do ask is, obviously, honestly, there's no point of even asking because try not to show favoritism and, like, think about who would actually be best for the league. But at the end of the day, that's not realistic. So vote for who you think, who you want. That's at the end of the day, that's all you can do. This last bit of info is gonna be a pretty quick video, just because it's more of just getting information out and stuff. But as I said in the group chat, Austin is interested in doing his punishment in June. In my opinion, that's a little too far away for a trophy ceremony. I think John should have the trophy for longer than June until the end, you know what I mean? So I would really like to get together February or March time frame to do a trophy ceremony. Hopefully by that time we even know who the new guy is and we can invite them to it. No big deal. I understand they didn't get to play, but at least they get a little flavor test on what shit's about and all that. So anyways, guys, that's been it. I'm your commish. Yeah. So, text me. Just privately text me. You don't have to say anything special. Just say, I'm voting for this person. I'll tally it up. I'm pretty 50-50 on the matter. In fact, I was thinking about who I was going to vote for, and it's pretty close, dude. I'm not going to lie. So you don't have to worry about any nonsense because I have no favorites in this fight. I would really, really like them both in the league. But alas, it's not the way the cookie crumbles. All right, guys. Peace.